What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to review my favorite mid-range, the Reactor. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the MVP Reactor. This is my favorite mid-range. I love this disc. If you bag 3 of them, you pretty much can cover every shot around 300 feet or so. You can stretch it out quite a bit further than 300 feet, but I really wanted to showcase some of the shots that I can throw this disc on. Just to give you a little insight, this pink one is very beat in. I beat it in, throwing it about 300 feet back and forth for about 30 minutes on a gravel parking lot. So that one is quite beat in. It's gonna turn right off the bat. It will flip out of a hyzer and turn a little bit. We also have this other one. It's the same run, Neutron Reactor. I wiped the stamp and dyed it. That's why it looks different. And then we have this Glow 2.0 one. Now this is a substitute. The one I throw in the videos actually isn't here today. It's in the pond on hole 18 at this course because, well, we'll get into the ground play on this disc. The Glow 2.0 tends to work a little more on the ground once it lands, if it's got any angle. So I want to talk about the flight numbers. This disc is a speed 5, it's a glide 5, and I see every bit of that glide. Turn 0.5 and fade of 1.5. Wow, I just said 5 4 times. They really found a way to put a 5 in every bracket. Huh. Anyways, I would agree with those numbers for the most part. The turn 0.5 is iffy. Brand new, I didn't see much turn out of it. I do throw most of my shots on just a little bit of hyzer. Any turn I would see on a flat shot probably just is a flip up to flat for me. So I do see the 1 fade, maybe the 1.5, I could go with that. I find this disc to be very comparable to those early run flat top gold line compasses. I'm gonna get right into the shots because we've got flippy to straight to overstable. You know what the discs do. And we're gonna go straight to a short hole just to show you some approach shots. So it's a 180-foot hole with a double mando, and we're gonna first throw a turnover with this pink Reactor and just see if it's on a little bit of an anhyzer, what it does. You can see my follow through came down, so I threw it on Annie. It turned towards the basket the whole way, 180 feet. It wasn't trying to fight out. We're gonna go to a flip up forehand with the other Neutron one that's still very straight. It isn't quite as beat in. And that's what it does. It flips up to flat, and then as it's getting to the basket, it starts to finish. Exactly what I wanted. The next shot we're gonna look at is with the Glow 2.0 Reactor, and it's quite a bit more torque resistant, in my opinion. I wasn't seeing it flip up until I got over 200 feet, a little further. We'll play that clip. And you saw that it hyzered the entire time. It wasn't gonna flip up. I did put it on more hyzer than the other one. Next, we're gonna go out to about 280. I just wanna show you what, you know, say the more stable Reactor does when forced on a turnover and what the 2.0 Reactor does when thrown out even further. Here I am forcing this blue one over and it rides to the right the entire time. It looks steep, but it's uphill, so when it finishes, it kind of does a anti-skip. Looking at the forehand here, I mean, this fairway is very wide initially, and then it kind of tapers down and goes to the right. It's not a dog leg, it's a very mellow turn. So on this forehand line, you can see where I play way off to the left, and it just rides back to the right the whole time, even on a 250-foot shot. And you can see here, I'm pretty much birdie material for both shots with either line. It doesn't matter. Now, I feel like I'd have made that if I'd have had my putter. That was a lot of chain to not stay in. You know, I'm just putting with the discs I was throwing. But let's move on to about 200 feet maybe on a turnover with this pink one, just kind of thrown flat and then letting it do its thing. Slight left to right movement. And you can see it wants to go right even at 200 feet. It hit a tree by the basket. I'm parked for birdie. Again, these 3 discs make such a good combo. Just a beat-in Reactor, a straight Reactor, and an overstable Reactor. You can do so much stuff. And if you're new to disc golf or newer, you may not know that when you're throwing uphill, you're fighting against gravity. So you're losing speed as you're climbing. If you take your flippy one and you're throwing uphill, it's gonna act like it's a straight disc. And that's what we're gonna look at here. This disc going uphill at about 230 feet, and it's just a great hyzer flip disc. We see it flip up, go straight to the bucket, and then fade left a little bit. And I'm right there next to the basket, 10 feet left of it, maybe 12. And we're gonna look at the same hole, 230 feet uphill with a slight bit of turn. We're gonna just pop this Glow 2.0 and just give it a little bit of turn and just try to flex it up there. And there it is. It's fighting right back towards the bucket. That's a shot that I feel like these two are so good at, is like slight flexes with the 2.0 and hyzer flips with the pink one. And now we're gonna look at a tunnel shot. This one is a very tight tunnel window. There's trees right behind me, so you can't really see the whole tunnel that I'm hitting. It's about 230 feet long as well. And so we can see it just flip up and just go dead straight. And I almost go under hit the tunnel log I was aiming for, and I'm parked. I'm right there. If you're hitting that tree, you're parked. You're getting your birdie pretty much. So let's throw it on a hyzer, a big hyzer. This is a 300-foot shot, just over 300 feet. And it's slightly downhill, and you can see it's just fading the entire time. I threw it on a big spike hyzer, hit the circle. Next, we're gonna throw a forehand hyzer with the Glow 2.0 reactor, and you can see it just stays flat. It doesn't really want to turn. I threw it a little wide, but look at that ground action. The next shot, I'm gonna throw this hole with this pink reactor downhill with just a slight bit of hyzer, just to let it pop up and start turning a little bit, just a little bit. And you can see all three of these are here in the circle. These are all putts I can make easily with my putter, but really when you're in the circle, it doesn't matter if you're putting with a putter or a comfortable mid. It takes around 35 feet or so for it just to kind of change how it's being putted. And there you go, I got 3 birdies with 3 different shots. And now we're gonna just go a little bit further. Just the last clip, it's a 350-foot shot. It's over water. You've probably gotta go 310 feet over water the whole way. And maybe a little further than that. But right here, I just put this blue one on a little bit of hyzer, and it flips up, and it just rides off to the right and starts fading back. And I mean, it's just right there under the bucket. I'm 10 feet away for a birdie on a 350-foot water hole. This disc just does it all for me. I throw this disc more than anything. Now, if I'm in the woods, I'll be honest, a lot of those short holes, I was just trying to show you what this will do at a shorter distance for someone that may have less arm speed or may use their mid-ranges for shorter shots than I do. And also to showcase how good of a one disc round disc this would be. I personally probably would throw my proxies on a lot of these shots or my entropies on a lot of these shots just because it's a shorter disc. This disc is amazing. If you're in the market for a straight to overstable mid-range that you can beat in and just love for a long time because it's gonna turn into what this pink one is, this is the disc for you. I would highly recommend this disc. I mean, that's why I went through such short holes to longer holes, just so you can see what it might do for you depending on where your arm speed is. If you have any questions about the disc, feel free, leave them in the comments. Go check out my Instagram page. We do still have a giveaway going on until the 11th of January. So if it's not the 11th of January and you're watching this video, rush on over to that other video, find out how you can get in that giveaway, get a $20 gift card to 1010 Discs. Like the video if you liked it, let me know. Comment, whatever you want, just let me know. Hey, I want to see this kind of video. Hey, what does this do for you? Or have you thrown this? Or, you know, try this thing and that thing, and what kind of coffee do you drink? I don't know. I like talking to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see the next one. And again, I appreciate everybody's input, your insight, the comments, all the love. Have a good day, guys. Go get a reactor. I'm out of here. I didn't drink any of my coffee. I poured this whole thing of coffee and I just sat here and talked and let it get cold. Ooh, announcement. Hey, we got one more week until we're within the window of when you can receive your custom pound bag. So my pound bag is gonna be here soon-ish. So when I get my new pound bag, we're gonna give away my MVP bag. So look forward to that. Be looking out for a pound bag review video / MVP Voyager light bag giveaway. We'll ship that out to one person or two. I guess we could cut it in half.